Hello friends, welcome back. And as you know, the exams are starting from 29th of this month, and the first paper is MCO 01. So here I am with a video on the important questions with answers on MCO 01, that is organizational theory and behavior. Friends, as you know that this particular chapter, it contains so many of varieties, right? And I have also written a book on this which is available on Amazon Kindle. And from my book I am sharing all the important questions for you, so that your exams will be better than expectations. So we will go unit wise, and in this video we will be covering the first 10 units of MCO 01, right? And one request, that those who have not yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, because a lot more important videos yet to come, right? So and जो chapter पे आपको ध्यान देना है, that is organization theory, then structure of the organization, OB, learning, उसके बाद में परसेप्शन, एटीट्यूड, पर्सनालिटी, stress management, motivation. Then we have job designing and job satisfaction, group formation. Communication से बहुत ही कम क्वेश्चन आया हुआ है जितना मैंने एनालाइज किया है प्रीवियस ईयर्स के पेपर. देन दिस कन्फ्लिक्ट मैनेजमेंट, टीम बिल्डिंग, पावर एंड पॉलिटिक्स, then organizational change, OD, organization development and changing trends. So these are few important units जहाँ पे आपको फोकस करना है. And let's see the important questions from unit 1 which you should definitely study. Unit 1 में ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. Organization theory and behavior, इसमें different types of organization पे आपको basically ध्यान देना है. Like line organization, line and staff organization, functional organization, matrix organization and project organization. And if you are getting a question to describe the structure of the organization, there also you can explain this 5 types of organization structure or organization. Now line organization के you should also draw this type of flow chart, जहाँ पे जनरल मैनेजर and other managers are there, like marketing, production, finance, sales. So then again, like you can place the different employees there, like foreman, workman, like that. Line and staff organization में the different staffs are attached to the line managers. And in, let's see, the functional, like the organization structure is divided on the basis of functions like production, finance, purchase, like that. And matrix organization, where the individual reports to more than one manager or supervisor. तो मैट्रिक्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक है. मैट्रिक्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का मैंने यहाँ पे एक फ्लो चार्ट भी बनाया हुआ है. जैसे यहाँ पे दिस इज द जनरल मैनेजर, एंड these are all project manager, manager A, manager B and manager C, and the employees reports to more than one manager. तो इसको भी मैंने प्रीवियस वीडियोस में आपको एक्सप्लेन किया है. सो यू मस्ट वॉच ऑल द वीडियोस बिकॉज आई हैव गॉट एज मेनी एज 26 वीडियोस ऑन MCO 01. तो सारे वीडियोस को जो स्टूडेंट वीडियोस को अच्छे से देख रहे हैं, आई डोंट थिंक उनको कोई प्रॉब्लम होने वाली है. देन दिस वन, what are the main features of modern organization. एकदम करंट टॉपिक है कि लाइक nowadays how the organization are changing. Basically the मैन पावर इज डिक्रीजिंग, ये पॉइंट पे आपको फोकस करना है. The structure of the modern organization is getting smaller and flatter. Okay, and basically the average skills of the employees are rising. So this is also very important. Customer satisfaction is paying more attention. So like that, you can write a lot of points on this. Then role of a manager in the organization, इसको भी थोड़ा सा आपको अच्छे से रिवाइज करना है. Now let's see in unit 2. Unit 2 is about organizational theories. And as we know, there are 3 types of theories. that is classical theory, neoclassical and modern. Okay, so this question is going to be very very important for your forthcoming examination, and just try to learn, try to collect as many information as you can for these topics. Like classical theory, again it can be divided into again three types, like bureaucracy theory given by Weber, then administrative theory given by Fayol, and scientific management theory given by Taylor. So you must explain and describe all the important assumptions, characteristics of all these theories. Let's see the neoclassical theory of organization. This is what I've written here. It is just an extension to classical theory, and it is based on the social, emotional, and uh, you know psychological aspect of human beings, and social system is given more importance here. And according to modern theory of organization, the organization is open social system and interacts with the environment to survive. Again, this is divided into two types, that is system theory and contingent theory. Now यहाँ पे this one system theory, this one is very very important. ओके इसके ऊपर शॉर्ट नोट्स भी लिखने के लिए आता है, सो इसको आप अच्छे से प्रिपरेशन करके एग्जाम्स में जाना है आपको, राइट। मैं आपको ब्रीफ कर देता हूँ थोड़ा सा, व्हाट इज सिस्टम थ्योरी। अकॉर्डिंग टू दिस थ्योरी, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन इज अ नेटवर्क ऑफ सिस्टम्स, ठीक है, दिस इज द की वर्ड, एंड द सिस्टम मे बी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड और अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड, एंड द सिस्टम फॉलोज द डेफिनाइट रूल्स प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, and the system can be open or closed. Then again you will define what is open system, closed system, so like that. These are the different elements of this theory, like inputs, it includes all environmental factors. Then throughputs, it is also called as process, transformation process. And then outputs, okay, that means finished goods and services are produced. Then again you should also read about the advantages of system theory and disadvantages of system theory. Then we have contingency theory. Contingency theory के ऊपर हो सकता है आपको short notes मिल जाए, and according to this theory there is no best way to organize a firm or to take decisions, and everything depends on the contingent or dependent variables of internal and external environment, right? So these are few important characteristics of contingency theory, okay, and its main factors. Then what are the contemporary issues in the organization? ये क्वेश्चन मार्च 2020 में 2022 में आया था, ओके, तो इस पे हम लोग ज़्यादा फोकस नहीं करते हैं, हो सकता है इस साल के एग्जाम में नहीं आए, ओके। So let's move on to the next unit, and the next unit is organization structure. ये बहुत important है। यूनिट 3, कुछ मैंने की पॉइंट्स लिखे हुए हैं, एंड आफ्टर दैट ये एग्ज़ाम जून 21 में आया था, ठीक है। इम्पोर्टेंस ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर एंड कंपोनेंट्स ऑफ ऑर्गेनाइजेशन स्ट्रक्चर. Now both these questions strike in the June 2021 examination. Then again the different types of structures. Now we have already discussed about this, so let's move on to the next one, unit 4. Okay, unit 4, all about OB, organizational behavior, and you must read this because this is one of the most important unit of organizational behavior. You must know like what is organization behavior. It refers to the behavior of persons in the organization. So this behavior of the organizations, you must put more focus on this. And let's move on to the next concept of this. What are the goals of organizational behavior, or advantages, how it contributes towards building various skills and values in the organization. So very very important question, and this question strikes in March 22 and June 2021 also. तो दोनों ही एग्जाम्स में आते हैं. So the different goals of the organization can be इसके मेन ऑब्जेक्ट्स and how it helps in building up the different type of skills in the organization, like it helps in self development, it helps in personality development, it helps to manage or reduce stress, then it creates a learning environment in the organization. So like that, it also boosts creativity in the organization, it increases the morale of the employees, it enhances the better communication in the organization. So like that you can explain all these points. Okay, let's move on to the next question. How organization behavior improves managerial skills, like how it is helpful for managers, तो ऐसा भी आ सकता है. तो इसके बारे में भी आपको मोर और लेस वही सब पॉइंट्स हैं, लाइक फॉर सेल्फ डेवलपमेंट, पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट, मैनेजिंग स्ट्रेस, लर्निंग एनवायरनमेंट, बूस्ट क्रिएटिविटी, लाइक दैट यू कैन राइट डाउन. Then this question came in June 2021. Individual perspective of organization behavior. Now when we talk about perspective, it refers to the ability to think about the problems and finding solutions so that we can take decisions. Okay, so that is called individual perspective. And there are many features of this, like it is a continuous learning process. It helps to take right perception, it develops positive attitude, then helps to develop personalities, then stress-free environment, it helps to boost morale and helps to get job satisfaction. So like this you can define all these points. Then comes organizational perspective. Now in organizational perspective, like you must write about organizational culture, any change that is brought up in the organization, organizational development, organizational structure, job designing, and goals of the organization. So all these factors, they all contribute to this thing, organizational perspective. Okay, so let's move on to the next unit. The next unit is individual behavior and learning. What is learning? Learning, I have told you in my previous videos also, that it is a permanent change in the behavior, right? As a why this is there is a change, that is due to experience, practice, or by learning. Okay, so it is a change of behavior and it may be favorable or unfavorable. These are key words जिस पे आपको ध्यान रखना है while you explain all these things. And it is a change in knowledge, beliefs, and behavior. And learning takes place through experience and practice. And learning is pervasive. That means it applies to all parts of life, whether your personal life or your work life. Then learning is development, it is goal oriented, like that. The next question is difference between learning and performance. This is also going to be a very important question, that how learning increase, like what are the differences between learning and performance. Let's see the next question. What are the factors that influence learning, or how learning affects performance? So as we know that without learning we cannot perform properly. So there are many factors which influence the performance of the employees. The first one is ability. Okay, ability of the worker. The next one is role perception. Okay, what is the role that his role required to perform a job? What are the motivational level of the employee? And then situational contingencies. So you must define all these points in your answer. Okay, fine. Let's move on to the next one. The different theories of learning. ये क्वेश्चन मार्च 2022 में एग्जाम्स में आया हुआ क्वेश्चन है. ओके, एंड दीज आर द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ लर्निंग, like theory of learning, that is classical conditioning, operant conditioning, cognitive learning, social learning. Now in this year exam you can get short notes on this. इस पे आपको notes मिल सकता है, short notes. So be particular about this कि आपको notes, इस पे short notes लिखने हैं. Okay, right. क्लासिकल कंडीशनिंग ये मैंने प्रीवियस वीडियोस में आपको एक्सप्लेन किया था, तो यू कैन you must watch all those videos, and these are all, like the diagram showing that classical conditioning. Like here, the dog watches the meat and gets salivated. So this is, unconditional response of the dog. And when the bell rings, there is no response of the dog. Okay. And when the bell rings along with the food, it becomes unconditional response, and the dog, it responds. So the dog learns that whenever the bell rings, so the food is delivered to him. So this is conditioned response. So like this, you can you can write the points. Okay, let's move on to operant conditioning theory. Now, all these theories I've already explained, and this famous experiment on rat, where the rat is placed in a box. Okay, and there is a lever here. This is the lever, and the food is passed through this hole, and when the rat, by chance presses the lever, the food is delivered to him. So like this, he'll learns how he gets the food. So then we have cognitive theory. Cognitive, basically, cognitive means our mental abilities, right? The ability of the brain to absorb, retain information through experience, senses, and thoughts. So that is called cognition. And from cognition, we get cognitive, right? Like all the students, they have this type of learning, cognitive learning. Okay. Then comes social learning. The man learns from the society, from friends, from family members, from relatives. So like that, you can define all these points. Okay, let's move on to the next unit to find some important question. The unit is unit 6, perception. Now, perception. I don't think in March 22 I've got any questions from here. Now, you must know like what is perception. The process of receiving information through senses is known as perception. So when we use our senses, we have 5 senses. So by using those senses, when we get any type of information or knowledge, so that is called perception. Okay. And why like this is important? It is important for shaping up the personality of the individual. It helps to understand and control the individuals in the organization. Then it helps to collect information from the environment, and it helps to adapt the changing environment and behavior of the performance. So like this, you can define. Now, one question, like this process of perception, it came in June 2021, and this question is also very important one. You must read this, you must learn this. There are basically 4 stages: stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and stage 4. Stage 1 is on input, stage 2 is on throughputs, and stage 3 is on output, and stage 4 is on response or behavior. So you must explain all these processes. Okay, these are the different process of perception. Like here, these perception inputs are there, and here throughputs, and this is output. So like this, basically there are 3 processes, right? So you can explain all this. Okay, these factors influencing perception. This question also came in June 2021 examination. Like these factors include mental factor, physical factors, and social and organizational factors. So you must define all these points. Then how to develop perceptual skills. This is also very, very important. My suggestion for this year exam also, like you must know yourself accurately. That is the first thing. Know yourself. That's the first one. Then comes, empathy. Empathy refers to, person's ability to understand the feeling of others. So that is called empathy. And positive attitude, like to learn to perceive something, you must have a positive attitude. Then comes postpone impression. Now it is our natural tendency to form an impression about others quickly, so that should be avoided. We should take time, and then we should have open communication to have a good perception. We should stop comparing ourselves with others to have good perception. So like this, these are different processes of getting good perception. Okay, the next one is attitudes. Unit 7, attitude and values. Let's see like what is attitude. I have also explained in my previous videos, so kindly watch them to have a detailed understanding of this concept. Attitude is an expression of a favorable or unfavorable evaluation of a person, place, thing, or event. Okay, it is an expression of our feelings about others. And let's see like how we form attitude about others. These are the different processes. Our behavior, then our we form an attitude, depends on values and beliefs. So to form an attitude, we need what we need. We need like we are affected by culture, our faith, our education level, what is the experience, and the mentors. So all these factors gives rise to a good positive attitude. So like this you can expand all these points. Then this one is difference between attitude and behavior. Like attitude is a person's feelings about others, whereas behavior, it is the action of the person, right? And attitude is formed basis on the basis of experience and observation. Okay, but behavior depends on situation or condition. Now, attitude is a person's mindset, whereas behavior is an outward expression of our attitude. So, like this, you can even write a few more points on this. The next question, this question, work related attitude. And I think this question will strike in this year's exams. Okay, very important one. Organizational behavior is concerned with work related attitude, and basically, these three types of work related attitude that we have, that is job satisfaction, job involvement, and organizational commitment. So, how satisfied we are with the job, that is called job satisfaction. How much we are involved in the job, that is involvement, and organizational commitment refers to the working conditions of the organization. Now, then comes values. Values are attributes of a person. That means quality of a person. It tells us what is right and wrong for you. Okay, and it helps to understand the person's attitude, perceptions, personality, and all these things. And basically, values are moral principles based on beliefs. This is the most important sentences that you must keep it in mind when you are defining values. Okay, so like this, how values are formed. Generally, values are formed from our family, from our society, from our culture, from our experience and environment. So all these factors develop attitude in ourselves. Now, how to develop a value based organization? That means treat the people with trust, respect the employees, encourage them, right? Use networking for the benefit of the organization, give more importance to teamwork, then proper utilization of human differences. Now human differences, friends, पांचों उंगली बराबर नहीं होती है, ठीक है? तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को समझना होगा कि लाइक जिसके पास में जो क्वालिटी है उस हिसाब से उनको जॉब एलोकेट करें, राइट? लेट्स मूव ऑन टू द नेक्स्ट यूनिट, एंड दिस इज पर्सनालिटी एंड इमोशन. व्हाट इज पर्सनालिटी? ये मैंने मतलब बहुत बार वीडियोस में इसको एक्सप्लेन किया है, सो वहाँ से आप इसको ज़रूर वॉच कीजिए. एंड दिस इज द क्वेश्चन दैट जनरली स्ट्राइक्स इन द एग्जाम्स, फैक्टर्स दैट इन्फ्लुएंस personality development. And basically, these all these factors like biological factors, then comes family factors, environmental factors and situational factors. तो ये चार के ये all these four factors should be explained properly with good length to get good marks. So we are, like I have explained all these points in the previous videos. Then comes the different types of personality. Okay, basically, there are five types of personality, five categories. First is Myers-Briggs type. This is the most important one. The big five type of personality. Then we have Synomy type of personality, extrovert and introvert, and type A and type B type of personality. So these are the five categories, and this is Myers-Briggs type of indicator, MBTI. Like you can get all the information from my videos on this type of personality, and this is the the different criteria used, like this ISTZ. So all these things I have explained in my videos. Kindly please watch those videos to have a complete understanding. So these are the different types of personalities according to Myers-Briggs. Okay, as many as 16 type. Then in big five type of personality, they have identified five type. Like first one is extroversion, agreeableness type of persons. Then we have conscious type of persons. Then we have emotional stability and openness to experience. So all these different types of personality, big five. Then we have a physiognomic type of personality, and these are again divided into three types: endomorph, mesomorph, and ectomorph. So you must also know these three type of. You might get in this thing short notes also. Then let's see the next question, that is models of men. This is also a very important concept for your exams. It's a very common question, and generally these models of men was created by Edgar Schein, and according to him there are five types of men, five models. One is rational economic, then we have social, rational. I think there is a spelling mistake here. Then comes social man, self-actualizing man, and complex man. So these are the five models of men. This is rational economic. Then this will be organizational. Okay, so there is a spelling mistake here. Okay, the next one is social man. So basically social relationship. There are people who are more inclined to social relationships. Then there are men with self-actualizing type of personality, and then complex men. So you must explain all these points, right? Then there are few personality attributes that influence the organizational behavior, like all these personality attributes, like quality. The first one is authoritarian, then locus of control, Machiavellism, and self-esteem. So like this. So you must concentrate on this. Let's move on to unit 9, stress management. Again, a very important topic. Now, stress is a state of discomfort experienced by an individual. Okay, that means loss of emotional stability is called stress, and basically this is caused by desire, and more the desire, more will be the stress. So like this you can write a lot about this very common topic. Then you must focus on these features of stress. Then this one, what are the causes of stress? ये बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है, एग्जाम्स में बहुत बार आता है. लाइक इंडिविजुअल फैक्टर्स जो पर्सनल फैक्टर से रिलेटेड हैं. देन फैमिली फैक्टर्स, इकोनॉमिक फैक्टर्स, जनरली इट इज़ कनेक्टेड विथ मनी. Then organizational factors, these are related to organization, working environment, and then environmental factors. So this is a very important topic, and you must learn all these concepts. Okay, so there we are with the next question, and that is this question came in June 2021 exams. Okay, what are the consequences of stress? This is also a very common question. Basically there are physiological consequences, like high blood pressure, heart problems. Then it causes a lot of physical problem. stress. Then we have psychological consequences, behavioral and organizational consequences. Now there are, this question also came in June 2021 examination, the different techniques of managing stress. And basically there are two techniques. One is individual management and the other is organizational management techniques. So all these things I have discussed in my previous videos, and आप लोगों को इसकी link description box में जरूर मिल जाएगी. Do watch those videos, very important one. All these videos are for you. And let's see the next and last topic, because इस वीडियो में हम लोग 1 से 10 तक यूनिट कवर करेंगे, एंड सून आई विल अपलोड a वीडियो फ्रॉम 11 to 20. ओके, मोटिवेशन में आपको ध्यान में रखना है द डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मोटिवेटर्स. ये भी एग्जाम में आता है. लाइक देर आर फाइनेंशियल मोटिवेटर्स एंड नॉन फाइनेंशियल मोटिवेटर्स एंड द थ्योरीज ऑफ मोटिवेशन, बिकॉज ये चैप्टर का नाम ही है थ्योरीज ऑफ मोटिवेशन. एंड देर आर डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ थ्योरीज, जैसे मैस्लोस नीड हायरार्की थ्योरी, हर्ट्जबर्ग्स 2-factor थ्योरी. देन वी हैव थ्योरी एक्स, थ्योरी वाई, थ्योरी जेड, ERG थ्योरी. Then we have McClelland theory of needs, expectancy theory, and Porter and Lawler theory. So there are as many as 7 theories of motivation. ठीक है, इसमें से शॉर्ट नोट्स में कभी कभी आपको ERG, मैकलेलैंड, एक्सपेक्टेंसी, ये 3 थ्योरीज आपको शॉर्ट क्वेश्चंस में शॉर्ट नोट्स में आ जाते हैं. एंड मैस्लोस और हर्ट्जबर्ग्स, इसके दोनों के डिफरेंसेस आपको ध्यान रखना है. एंड मैस्लोस, इसको भी मैंने अपने प्रीवियस वीडियोस में आपको बहुत बार एक्सप्लेन कर चुके हैं. एंड दिस इज़ द हायरार्की, मैस्लोस हायरार्की. एंड देन वी हैव हर्ट्जबर्ग्स 2-factor थ्योरी. तो इसको एक ही टॉपिक को बार बार एक्सप्लेन करना थोड़ा अजीब सा लग रहा है. सो दिस आर द डिफरेंस बिटवीन मैस्लोस एंड हर्ट्जबर्ग्स थ्योरी. देन वी हैव थ्योरी एक्स वाई जेड, which was given by Douglas MacGregor, and very interesting theory, this theory X, theory Y, and theory Z. Basically theory Z was composed by William Auchi, a Japanese philosopher. Okay, and very interesting theory. Then we have ERG theory. ERG means existence, related and growth. Okay, ERG. So this theory was developed by Clayton Alderford, and basically the man is motivated due to 3 factors. First, existence, then related needs, and third, growth needs. So due to this the individual is motivated to work hard. So like this, then the main proposition of ERG assumptions. Then we have this McClelland theory of motivation. This is also on needs. Like he identified 3 needs for human beings for which the man is motivated: need for achievement, need for power, and need for affiliation. तो ये 3 नीड्स को आपको ध्यान में रखना है, लर्न करके दिमाग में जरूर से रखना है. अगर क्वेश्चन आता है तो यू मस्ट राइट ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस इज नीड ऑफ एन अचीवमेंट, देन नीड फॉर पावर एंड नीड फॉर एफिलिएशन. देन वी हैव एक्सपेक्टेंसी थ्योरी. यहाँ पे एक्सपेक्ट करते हैं एज द नेम इम्प्लाइज, एंड दिस वॉज गिवन बाय विक्टर व्रूम, एंड ही सजेस्टेड दैट an individual is motivated to perform if his extra performance is rewarded. So this is the key sentence of this theory. Expectations. So if a man gets proper rewards for his expectation, then he can work hard. He is motivated to work hard. So these are a few flow charts I have drawn for this. Like the first one is efforts. If I work hard, I will get the job done. Then comes performance. The rewards, will I get the same, like sufficient rewards for that? and this is reward, like what rewards do I value. So like this, a person is motivated due to this. Then Porter and Lawler theory. Basically, it is also known as performance satisfaction theory of motivation, and it assumes that satisfaction needs performance. Without satisfaction, an employee will not work. Okay, and motivation, satisfaction, and performance are independent variables. They depend on each other, right? So, like this, then these are the key characteristics of this theory, like rewards and the extrinsic rewards are there. Then we have rewards, efforts, abilities, performance, and satisfaction. So like this, you can define all these three important this thing. Then managerial approaches to motivate the employees. How organization motivates the employee? Basically, the main motivation is this one: money, by increasing the salary or wages. Then proper job designing, then involvement of employees in the decision making of the organization, then quality of work life. So all these things are enhanced or given to the employees to motivate him. Then performance appraisal. So all these things I have discussed in my previous video. So friends, that's all in this video, and in the next video soon you will get important questions and suggestions on or from unit 11 to unit 20 or MCO 01. So that's all in this video, and thank you very much for watching. Keep learning and revise your chapters well. Best of luck for the exams.